students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, all of you are watching YouTube channel 3M Creator. Today, brilliant education and immigration consultancy, unique place of India. Explore top universities, dream of studying abroad, discover dream plans, brilliant education consultants. Are you planning to study abroad but confused? Don't worry, we have a solution to your every query. Give us a call and our team will be happy to assist you. The first step in your global dreams PTE, the Pearson test of English. Study in Canada. Brilliant education consultants. Study abroad together. We create your future. Say hello to PTE. We have now introduced PTE classes with highly trained teachers to guide you better for scoring in PTE and IELTS, advanced IELTS coaching, English learning. Brilliant education consultants, preparation classes, affordable classes for all classes, for all kind of scholars, flexible timetable, course materials, mock test, expert tutors with multi facilitated, full facilitated. It is really a great opportunity for our collegiates, university scholars, those who have passed out their graduation or post graduation, those who have done their post graduation or graduation and they are seeking, looking and watching for the appropriate platform or startup in the field of education. All of you are watching, numberless, uncounted, oceanic change in the world of education, revolutionary change in the language. It is the power of language, expression of our thoughts that has brought a great change in the world. Historically, we observe, examine and evaluate such things. The same practical approach you are watching from brilliant, our intellectual scholars are founders, innovators and inventors in the field of language. How have they achieved the highest goal of their life? A great history behind it. You can see, you can watch, listening score, reading champ. With their names, you are watching. Numberless students. But these are some of the examples or a lesson in the world of education overseas. Our university scholars or collegiates, those who are watching YouTube 3M Creator, they are observing, examining results and records of brilliant education and consultants, immigration consultants. You are exploring, exposing, exporting with a new technology of language in the field of information technology. A great change India brought time to time. Day is not away when India will become explorer, exposer, exporter of the new technologies, training skills with inventive and innovative change. Indian land is the land of starters, beginners and initiators. With full facilitated place, our multi-talented, multi-cultured scholars, those who have achieved a great destination of education. The process of learning is really unrelenting, unceasing, unstopping for our learners. A great message from Indian land to abroad. In the different countries, USA, UK, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, all over the world, our scholars are studying, working, visiting. It is the great message of oneness, equality and unity of our Holy Motherland. Holy Motherland is the worshipping place for the worldly people. As our scholars believe in the participation. Participation is the most important thing in the history of learning. Dear friends, how our all different departments like agriculture, industry, communication, transportation, railways, post offices, banking, hospitals, airports, in all the fields, we see it has brought a great revolutionary change by digitalization. In this digitalized world, we are not lagging behind from other countries. Our Indian holy motherland knows very well how to handle, how to tackle such natural disasters like floods, cyclones, earthquake. India comes ahead in support, in help and in healing publicly. Numberless achievements beyond to reach. In the field of visa, numberless visa achievers you are watching. It is the integrated or unified picture of our nation. Our today scholars are researching on the different topics of science, commerce, arts and engineering, and they are selecting their title or topic as per their interest. How brilliant is the most appropriate educational place for our young learners. India's rejuvenation, reformation and regeneration authentically can be observed. Our students are scholars of language, literature and grammar. Those who are going through the words or sentences of English, how Wordsworth help us in providing the appropriate knowledge of sound and light. Let us discuss today this sound and light is the base of our all languages. Initially, when any scholars try to learn any language, then it is only sound and light that can help him in learning naturally. Natural standard of speaking, natural style or training of learning is the best way for our Indians. In this modern world, we are on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Even uneducated or illiterate people also knows how to run these such programs on mobile. In this field of digitalization, our electronic devices are being manufactured and a great industry is being developed for the unemployed people in India. Today, India is taking many steps and startups, initiatives day by day. We have 365 days in a year. But when we count India's festival, then this time or classification of time remain short or it falls short. Because every citizen of our nation celebrate every day with nature. India is one of the largest democratic natural nation. Indian Holy Motherland faced a lot of challenges historically. In 19th and 20th century period, which was the period of intellectuality, emotionality, that brought a great revolutionary change in the information technology and industrialization. But after independence, our every Indian has got freedom in thinking, in recreating ideas, thoughts and different opinions. Whether our nation got freedom politically, economically, socially, but in spite of it, our great feature of freedom in spirituality that will not be used until and unless our India cannot get its height in the world, among the nations. Our today's youngsters have their thought level higher than the sky, deeper than the ocean, extended than the earth. All the universe that we see around us, our Indian collegiates feel the presence of numberless and uncounted celestial bodies in their brain or in their mind. Dear friends, in the dark age or in modern history of English literature, we read from 14th and 15th century period. This period brought change by information in print media. So, William Shakespeare kind of people, William Shakespeare kind of poet, who wrote sympathetic literature. He told to the people, tragedy is the truth, but comedy is a short. Tragedy brings pity and fear. Comedy cannot be permanent. It's temporary. Our information giving and taking is also temporary. But something is the truth behind all, that is our sorrows, pains, tragedies. Dark is forever, dark is permanent. Light is temporary. But light is the name of Lord or God according to all holy religions of our holy land. As per the analysis, observation or evaluation of the different holy scriptures of our holy land like the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Vedas, we read it that our Indians feel the presence of Lord even in lightless and soundless places, which is the indication of the existence of the present time. In this present time, print media, electronic media and digital media playing a great role in unifying and in integrating all the different nations of the world. Bottom to top, root to fruit. We observe it in every citizen of our nation. In the field of manufacturing or industries, India is taking startups daily. And our youngsters are being provided a great place of employment for transforming their energy. Behind it, we read the great philosophy of our social reformist, un, in and in, unread, unspoken, unheard, unlistened is more effective than heard, listened, seen. As per the culturistic identity of our nation, returning is the great concept for our competitors, those who sit in the different competitions, those who are going to appear in different administrative services. Dear friends, perhaps you have heard about Aristotle and Plato. Plato, who believes in ideas, he says that whatsoever we have around us that has come from idea is the result of our idea. Whatsoever secondary things we see around us, like buildings, roads, railways, post offices, banking, all services and industrial departments, these have made by the principle or doctrine of ideology. So idea-based thoughts provided by Plato, that is known as Platonic theory, the most spiritualistic theory. If today we believe in the existence of Lord or God in the form of light or sound, then we are the follower of the truth of life. According to Plato, or according to William Shakespeare, who wrote everything philosophically, like a mentor, like a philosopher, psychologist, not like an experimentalist or not like an practitioner. His thoughts, his ideas are based upon the philosophy, and he selected such characters in his writing, those who belonged to the higher class. He wrote King Lear, Othello, The Merchant of Venice, comedy Twelfth Night, Much Ado About Nothing. In his numberless writings we see his style is really remarkable for bringing reformation in the society. Some of the poems of Shakespeare says, "Let me not to the marriage of true minds," means let me do the marriage of true hearts. Our poets are not less than the scientists or doctors. Our mind is the source of information, instruction, direction, position, condition, identification. But it is only the heart which feels and is the storehouse of passions, emotions. Today we see the revolutionary change in the information technology. It is the result of advancement in our mind or brain. But if the brain or human mind is so advanced, then that can brought a great change in the external world or the internal world of mind, then who is the maker of this mind, how he is, how he was and how he is, how he will. It is the true topic of research for our learners. He who is, he who was and he who will, in past, present and future. It can be observed fearlessly and friendly by being familiar with nature. Nature worshippers like William Wordsworth, who was also in favor of Plato, not Aristotle. According to Aristotelian theory, we believe everything we have around us that has come from imitation or copying, downloading or recordings, not from imagination. Every century or every decade has its own identity. As we can feel in our human body, our different internal organs have their different function. Likely that every decade or century has brought a great twist and turn in the thought of our philosophers, psychologists, dramatists, novelists and poets. Modern time is the time of stream of consciousness. Our youngsters are just cramming, downloading, recording, but there is the lack of creativity. How we can recreate, regenerate and reoperate? For that, it needs imagination power. Imagination is the best educational technology today in this modern time. In all the sectors or departments of education, agriculture, industry, railways, banking, we have become the user or imitator just. But the day is not away when India will become explorer, exposer and exporter. Today we are converting and transforming the ways or manners of technology. Technology does matter for preparing anything new in the field of electronology, digitalogy, education, in hospitals, banks, airways, roadways. Only some of the persons or some of the personalities are paying attention towards such things, because our holy motherland is the freedom of our freedom fighters. If our scholars are free to think, they can think beyond the recordings or downloadings. But they are to be attached with their goddess or goddesses, gods or goddesses, in which they will live. Through audio and video we can understand the concept of watching and observing the presence of Lord or God. If we are in present, then this present can make us realize, can make us able to realize the existence of Lord in every ray of light, in every way of sound. He is He. Our scholars grammatically try to understand He is He. She, it is it. I am I, we are we, you are you. These are very simple words, common words. In schools, colleges, universities, our scholars learn. But do not use, but do not speak. They think that it is common. Undoubtedly, these are common words. But daily these are to be spoken, used to speak. If we used to speak, read, listen and write these words, then these words naturally and automatically help us in producing numberless thoughts and ideas. If we try to speak, if we try to listen, if we try to read or if we try to write, whenever we talk the reading skills, the training of reading skill is the most toughest part of learning today for our learners. When we start learning anything, then this reading training is the common concept. Reading has the another synonyms in the form of understanding, or basically on the basis of technique we say it is the skimming or scaling technique. But it is possible only by concentration. It needs concentration, 100% devotion, dedication towards listening the words. Then we can be concentrate and we feel disconnected from the external world and we go in the deep of internal world. Then this word creates that unfathomed word that cannot be calculated. So dear friends, today for improving your listening, reading, writing and speaking, you must remember and recall, try to practice, try to go through the history of person, place and thing. Simply I observed in the different Indian and international institutes, they are bound with a bookish knowledge. They do not let free their mind to speak. They do not let free their mind to listen. They do not let their mind to read or write openly. Why they have become so confined? Because they think there is the appearance of test. Dear friends, you yourself is the examiner of your test. If you test, you take the test with the every moment, with the 100% present sense of mind, then you become the true learner and you can describe, explain or define any person, place or thing naturally, then your mind becomes your physical book. Your mind reacts, your mind responses. So, the learning technology of our youngsters in this modern time should be changed. In this modern time or digitalized world, they are to be healthy by spending maximum time with nature, by getting up early in the morning between 2 to 5, peace of nature. This peace of nature can provide us perfect ecstatic joy of life. In this materialistic world, we cannot get the true peace of mind and heart. So for that we have to take the time for our soul. We read in all our holy scriptures that soul power is the key to success. God helps those who helps themselves. Man himself is the helper or healer of his body. A Lord or God that is also inside the human body. Listener or true listener is inside us. True speaker is inside us. True reader is inside us. And true writer is also inside the mind. Our mind is the manager of our all external and internal actions. Whenever we listen, whenever we read, write and speak anything, then it takes the form of picture. It's the transformation of energy into light. Everything that we see externally that has come in to out, not out to in. Today our youngsters have fear, unnecessary fear of the external world. That is due to out to it. They have become out to in. So that is not the way of thinking according to our all holy religions of this holy scripture. Our holy saints, they thought independently, freely and fearlessly by being friendly or familiar. So for our present generation or for the present youngsters, they are to know the soul of world as per their perception, as per their insight or intuition. We are mystic, spiritualistic, democratic, constitutionally, because of nature. India is one of the greatest agriculturist country, natural country. Nature directs us, instructs us, informs us daily, not daily, but every moment of life. It is not only daily. Every moment of life someone is guiding us inside. But we are to feel, we have to think, or we are to observe it. was expressed by John Keats at one place. He says that beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Art is long, life is short. Beauty is duty, beauty is beauty. So, we should always go on the path of righteousness. A common message from our holy religion says, humanity is our religion, humanity is our caste. There is no discrimination on the basis of caste, color, creed, language and all that, but all are treated, accepted equally, constitutionally. We have to follow the truth of life to get the peace about which we say inexpressible peace, perfect ecstatic joy, elixir of the word that can be earned only by doing hard work and smart work. So, your presence today on this channel 3M Creator YouTube is really praiseworthy, admirable and appreciable. You are watching Brilliant Education Immigration Consultants, District Sirsa, Haryana. Thank you brothers, thank you sisters, thank you friends.